Namaste and crystal blessings to my earthly, celestial, and elemental soul tribe in this realm and beyond. Nikki here from Nikki Anita Cosmic Creative, coming from by the creek today, and it's a glorious sunny day. A little bit chilly for me in the shadows. It's blue skies and really light blue skies. You can see the shadow. So it's about noon now, but the sun is oh, now you can see me. So tomorrow we'll have the new moon. It's that new moon in Leo, the lion. And actually I did a video on this earlier, but I got disrupted by my other half, so I need to redo, where I discussed a little bit from this beautiful Crystal Grid Secrets from Nicola McIntosh. So I'm sure a lot of many out there who are into moon phases and divination is preparing to for tomorrow. It's tomorrow here, but maybe it's different on different time zones for the new moon, to do your ceremonies or rituals, cartomancy, and yeah, and crystal grids for those who are into crystals, crystal healing, and crystal divination. So, yep, you can see it. And so I'll just pick a so I will read from the what are crystal grids. So for the first timers, people who are just beginning to work with crystals, and if you would like to do it tomorrow for the new moon, setting intention for manifestation. So what is crystal grid, and how we can work with it. Okay, this is according to Nicola McIntosh. This is her own personal journey working with crystals and the grids, and a beautiful sharing of her own path and experience. So crystal grid is the placement of crystals, usually in some form of geometric pattern, with the main crystal in the center and smaller crystals arranged around it. Okay, usually you have the main crystal in the middle, and that depends on what is your intention, what you're manifesting it for. And then usually you'll have all the other crystals arranged around it. Usually, like they call the amplifiers, the longer terminated or double terminated crystals. A lot of favorites among those crystals are quartz crystals, okay, clear quartz, because they are awesome crystals to be programmed, very programmable crystals to setting intentions. So when you have a middle crystal, the main crystals, whether it's for love or for abundance, for healing, so these are amplifiers around it that will amplify the energy. Okay, this is science, spirit science, as you can say, because that quartz especially is used for many different scientific gadgets and machines, computers, because they carry a very high vibration in energetic field to be used. So whether we are using it metaphysically or scientifically, quartz is one of the favorites. Okay, it's easily available, and it's not too costly, and it's a potent that you need to have those clear quartz in your possession when you are doing crystal healing and grids. Because I know a lot of crystal healers. The one that I went to recently, he only uses quartz crystals. He said though so many other different minerals are available, but he loves the way, because it's very easy and very easy to work with. And when you set intention and manifestation into the crystals, quartz. So I asked him, because he can get any crystals he wants, but he uses, of course, here they call that mountain crystals, berg crystal in Swedish. So if you are new to this, you don't have to go to some stores and get fancy ones, because even I have so many on my wish list to get, different crystals, and there's so many new ones coming up and being discovered. But you must have quartz, clay quartz here. That's the safest. I mean, you can get whatever you need to be done with quartz. So crystal grids and stone formations dating back hundreds of years can be found all around the world. For some reason, humankind has been compelled to create all manner of geometric designs, from Neolithic sites such as Stonehenge to Native American medicine circles. The workings of them may never be fully understood, but we are drawn to them nonetheless. Could this be our intuition, guiding us to our own medicine? Though a lot of people think, crystal divination and healing is new age, it has that branding, but new age is actually ancient age. Okay, these practices are very, very ancient. It goes back to these awesome civilizations of Lemuria and Atlantis. These are real spirit science. These are real science, as you can say. They were using minerals, crystals, and of course everything that you see around nature, the elements, the energy of the elements, the fire, air, earth. All these were used to integrate with us, because when we are in this realm, we are all connected. Okay, not just human to human to everything organic that you see around you. So are we communicating with other realms intuitively by creating our own energy frequencies? The ritual of creating a crystal grid has many facets. Placing a bunch of crystals in a pretty pattern and just expecting it to help you manifest what you want is not going to be effective. Creating a crystal grid by thoroughly understanding what you want to manifest, using key elements you need for your specific issue, created under ritual with intent and clear focus, are the keys to effective crystal grids. Rituals are means to shift your consciousness into an altered state so that you can solely focus on your intent. It is this focused intent that is imperative to manifesting. Where thought goes, energy flows. Crystal grids can be basic or incredibly complex, depending entirely on how you want to create one. I like to keep them fairly simple by using no more than 5 or 6 different colored stones, as this is what resonates with me. If you feel inclined to use more, then follow your intuition. My reasoning behind using less stones comes from my background in herbal medicine, and it is the same with flower essence therapy. Using too many herbs or flowers in a mix can be confusing and can overload the body and give it too much to do. You can use herbs or flowers that have similar actions together to boost the potency, and this is what I do with crystals. So, though we would like to see our grids, more extraordinary and, with a lot of different crystals and mix, but when we start a very strong intentions or for manifestation, it's good to be minimalistic sometimes. So, and also according to Nicola, you can use anything to create your grid. If you have basic crystals, okay, and then if you find things from nature, leaves, flowers, twigs, feathers, anything that you get as a gift from Mama Nature can be used in the grid. And some stones, rocks, that you have found maybe in your hiking, or while you're meditating in the forest or woods, or by the lake, by the beach, shells. So anything can be used in your grid. It's how you connect to those, natural beings and with you, with the intention. There's no fast rules in this. But it's good to keep minimalistic in the beginning to really connect to the energy. It's all about connection. So here we go to the importance of rituals. To reiterate, it is pointless just throwing some colored crystals in a pretty pattern and expecting it to perform. Creating crystal grids in ritual is an extremely important step. Doing anything in ritual doesn't necessarily mean adorning your cape and getting your cauldron type of ritual, which is, of course, one way to do it. A ritual is anything you do with purpose and intent, and can be whatever you decide to make it. If you have a cauldron and a cape, that's great. If you don't and that's not you, find what sits right with you. Just know that when you call on Spirit to help you, and you are in the present, focusing on your intention, that is ritual. That is when all the spiritual energies are called together in order for you to let them know your intent. Prayer is also a ritual. There's a great power in calling on the help of Spirit and letting whatever it may be know you need help. We all have spirit guides that help us in life. They are always there, but they aren't watching us intently 24 hours a day for 7 days a week. So when you need them, you need to get their attention, which is why you call them in to ask them for their help. When you do anything in ritual and call in all the spirit helpers, whether that be your guides, angels, crystal spirits, or animal totems, it's like calling a big board meeting and letting everyone know at once exactly what your plan is, getting everyone on the same page, and then having them go off and take care of their side of the plan. So, excuse me. So that depending on who you're calling to integrate your grid or your rituals or your ceremonies. Okay, it's just only your spirit guides, or also the elements and elementals. So we need to make it clear who we want to incorporate. It's like a big corporation, the spiritual dimension. And then we go forward. Otherwise, it'll be a bit confusing for them. Are you calling me or not? Do you need my help or not? Sort of. So make your intent clear, how you want it to be and who you want it to, be with this energetic grid that you're creating. So then we go from there. And what crystal grids are used for? Well, we all know manifestation. For property, your house, your living space, your land can be used. Health, distance healing, crystal essences, divination, meditation, healing the earth. I love the healing the earth. Wouldn't it be awesome if we all created grids to help heal the earth and raise the vibration of Mama Earth? Yes, I would love to do that, but yeah, I like to get my hands on these big rocks, chunky rocks that you see in mineral shows. Well, it's tough luck here in Sweden, But it's not only size matters. Okay, no matter how small it is that your crystals are with you. Of course, the bigger ones, very gemmy and attracts us is natural. It's human nature. Even for me, the bigger the better. But no matter how small it is, you can program them and connect to them. They are living beings. So that's a little snippet from this beautiful, gorgeous book, Crystal Grid Secrets. And I would like to do a little oracle divination, also by Nicola McIntosh. This beautiful crystal grit oracle. Without any strong breeze today, though I have a little sniffle. And I hope you can hear the beautiful sound of the creek, the flowing of the water. I've been here 3 years and I didn't know this little spot existed just next to the house. It's kind of sunny now. Sun is moving. Of course. We ask our beautiful elemental beings, universe, give us a little crystal guide for this week, the beginning of the week, and for this new moon. Intention setting tomorrow, divination. Call upon our spirit guides. Yups. Okay, 3 cards, just intently 3 cards flew off. We'll see what the 3 cards are. We have number 32, 12, and 28. We have balance, which is the shaman stones. Hope you can see that. It's not too glary. And crossroads, chastolite or chiastolite. And candle quartz, light bringer. I always like 3. Anything jumps out 3. A very powerful configuration. Comes in 3. So it's balance, crossroads, and light bringer. I wanted to pull 1 card, but we have 3 cards. And we'll get to card number 1 that was, placed strategically. It's card 32 for balance, shaman stones, aboji stones, some call it. So in this grid, you have shaman stones, quartz, plus an unknown stone, arrow. Okay, there's a little arrowhead. I think it's a little turquoise colored. So this is for balance, dissolving blockages, and alignment. So shaman stones come in pairs, the female being the smooth stone and the male having protrusions. They are incredibly grounding stones that lend themselves to clearing emotions and dissolving blockages within the lower chakras to align and balance the male, female, the masculine, feminine aspect within yourself. In this spread, both are joined, but the masculine is giving its strength to the feminine. It is very easy for females to try and take on the masculine role. Sometimes it is a necessity to get through life, which I always have done that, take the masculine role. But remember to nurture the feminine qualities you have. Everything needs balance in this world, like the yin and yang. Each quality needs equal but opposite partner. If you are feeling out of balance, holding a stone in each hand can bring your balance back and help you find your center again. Shaman stones, as the name suggests, are used by shamans to ground or anchor them to the earth when they journey. Among many other uses, They are highly protective, as their makeup suggests. They are strong iron ore rock surrounding a soft inner core of sandstone, making them excellent stones for protection. So I don't have a choice here to that go into a store and get a boji stones, but if you can find them at the crystal stores near you, it'll be an excellent stone to work with, for especially people who are going through shamanistic path, healing, the healers. So that is balance for us for the first reading. And second is crossroads for chastolite. Chastolite is a beautiful mineral with that little cross, middle of the stone. I almost got it 2 weeks ago. You can find chastolite. I think it's also easily available now in most stores. So chastolite, crossroads, protections, transmutation. And you have chastolite, staurolite, and quartz in that crystal grid. Are you at crossroads or torn in two directions? At the moment, have you found yourself in a position where you have to make a choice but are unclear of which road to take? Many times in my life, I've been split. And I think I spoke in the other video, sometimes when we make very important decisions in our lives, the other split of ourselves still exists. So we have to, if we regret we didn't take the other road, the other path, we have to heal that part of us, because that part is still living in its own vibration. So sometimes it's hard when we are waiting for an answer to come, but it just hasn't. A good exercise to do with chastolite or staurolite, if you are at crossroad, is to meditate and picture yourself walking up that crossroad. See on the signposts your options or roads you can take. Do you feel a certain pull towards a specific path, or do you get the sense to not go down a certain road? Your feelings need to be your compass here. If you feel joy, happiness, excitement, you know which road to follow. Regardless of whether or not it is the logical road down which to go. Follow the pull and see where it takes you. Your intuition is always right, and the more you learn to trust it, the more you align yourself to your soul purpose. Your intuition is your own soul guiding you where you need to go. Staurolite is said to be a fairy stone. It is very grounding and can help with your connection to nature spirits. I have found this stone to be a very potent stone to get in tune with your 4 elements, as elemental beings can be very powerful teachers when one reaches out to them. Drawing in this card may indicate it's time to make grounded decision on something in your life, and having chastolite and staurolite to aid you and will be a good start. So if you can find these minerals, it's good. Otherwise, you can always look how they look like. Now we can just browse and see all the minerals that we cannot have it tangibly in our hands, and meditate upon the vibration. Look at them and feel the energy coming. Get a good picture of those minerals and crystal beings. So for those who are at crossroads at the moment, I think a lot of people are, for what is happening, we know, in the world. So a lot of decision making. So this is chastolite, the main crystals, and of course staurolite and quartz. According to Nicola, she uses a lot of quartz in her grids because, like I said, they are very good programmable amplifiers to get your intention, integrated. So number 3, the light bringer, the candle quartz. So here in the grid, we have candle quartz and quartz. Okay, very minimal. Light bringer, soul purpose, earth healing. Candle quartz is a light bringer. You have a soul purpose and you are here to help heal the earth. Heal the earth. At times you feel like your light is not shining bright, but other times you feel so bright that you illuminate everything everywhere you go. Sorry, because it's just too bright. What I'm reading, it is like, so glary for me. I bring my shades. The role of a light worker is at times very tough, and sometimes we wonder why we ever decided to come to Earth. Okay. When I make a video, I don't pretend, meaning like, when you see I'm bubbly and sharing this with you, this is me. But I don't feel like that every time I wake up first thing in the morning and feel like, yes, I'm a goddess and, feel like a diva today. You go like, okay, sometimes, like, what did I do? What did I think to sign up to come back to Earth this time? So you're not alone. Okay, if you've been thinking and going through that, a little dark night of the soul, and all this journey we're going through, tough, like in a birth canal, waiting to come out. I hear you. I go through the same thing every day. It's not easy, but yeah, it's just for a while. The thought comes and sometimes it can last for hours. But I find, in gratitude, keep thanking and be grateful for every little things, especially nature. Everything I see that Mother Earth can, provide for us. Simple, not materialistic thing, man-made, but from our beautiful nature. So yes, keep your chin up and keep pushing forward. You may feel that you aren't really doing much, but no, your purpose is great. Go forth knowing that every action, whether big or small, is making a difference. You are on the right track. Keep up the good work and continue to shine the light so others may find their way. Even though I don't feel like it, every day I post things, and that is why I'm still keeping my Facebook account to share a little positivity. And I got some feedback, recently, and people have been thanking me that the posts that I shared have changed them, uplifted them. For me, that is an achievement. Even one soul that I have touched in that way is an achievement for me. So even though I don't feel like it, I still put out, because though I'm feeling low and I'm putting this out and I'm touching the souls that are being uplifted, it's an energy exchange. And I will in return be uplifted too. So that's how it works. Even though we don't feel like it, but we give out, especially the light workers or the shamans or people who are working in this energetic field right now, holding space for Mother Earth and the entire of humanity. That's how the energy exchange help us in return, even though we don't feel like it at the moment. But when we, send the intention out, put it out, it ripples out. But it's like a wave, it comes back to you. So candle quartz is a beautiful crystal to meditate with, to bring light to a situation. You may want it to see into the darkest places of yourself, find your soul purpose, and find more clarity on your current life path. It is a very gentle quartz. When used this way, if you can't find your own light, draw on the qualities of this card and crystal. You can also use candle quartz to call on your guides and totem animals. They are present on your soul journey and will always remind you that you are not alone. Call on candle quartz when you need help lighting the way for you, and not only for yourself, but for others as well. So, yes, light bringers. This goes out to all the light bringers and those who are also receiving it, because, like I said, when you give, you receive. Whether you're a light bringer or a receiver, it is an energy exchange. So this card is for everyone. So we have balance, crossroads, and lightbringer. A beautiful message that we got from Mama Nature today. And for all of those who are preparing to do your intention setting and rituals, celebrating the new moon energy, wishing you all the highest vibration of love as always. And yes, namaste and in Lakesh. Love you all. Thank you for watching and journeying with me. It's a journey that we all share. So, thank you.